My name's Maggie Baumann. I'm the former chair of the Marketing and Management Special Interest Group. A few years ago, Bonnie Bachman, who's a former president of SPE, and myself offered a workshop at Antec on technical entrepreneurship, recognizing the need for better tools and training in this important area of product and business development. We are pleased that SPE is partnering with CET, Corporate Entrepreneurship Training, to offer this 3-session workshop to those of you who have innovation and product development as an important part of your responsibility, or if you have a business idea you would like to explore. Karen Foelsch, who will be presenting the first session, will give you a brief overview of what you can expect from the workshop. Karen?
Thank you, Maggie. So I am going to show just a brief slideshow, and it's literally 2 slides, which talks about sort of the foundational, why do this class now? So, as we know, COVID-19, the pandemic has caused some fundamental changes, and we've had significant impact on companies and individuals. And while the stimulus packages and small business loans have helped some struggling industries, there are other more fortunate businesses that have been able to leverage the situation and actually increase their sales. Resilient, nimble companies and entrepreneurs have changed their business models. And so these more fortunate companies have already prepared with business online. Others have implemented new strategies. And these resilient, nimble companies have adapted and accelerated their online presence, product mixes, delivery modes, and e-commerce. And these companies and individuals were or became prepared to meet their customers where they are. And so on the slide, you see some examples, and the examples and photos I selected aren't Amazon, Walmart, or Zoom. They're a home remodeling business, a food truck associated with a restaurant that had to close, and an outdoor sign business. And the remodeling business implemented new processes for bidding their business through virtual or no contact reviews, and of course, implementing cleanliness standards for their employees. The restaurant that had to close its doors launched a food truck to deliver food to outdoor venues, business areas, and neighborhoods. And the outdoor sign business began advertising their products and services on social media and targeting their ads for the drive-by celebration phenomenon. So I want to talk just briefly about what the class is going to cover. And our workshop series is going to cover these topics: the business model canvas and value proposition canvas. And the business model canvas, we like to use these particular tools. They're used by companies and individuals, and these versions or some variation thereof are used by entrepreneurs starting out, organization teams developing new products and services, or companies striving to get to the next level. And one of the reasons that I embrace these tools and use them with almost all my clients is because they're simple, visual, and they get down to basics. In session 1, we will discuss intrapreneurship versus entrepreneurship. No matter whether you're innovating within a company or forming a new company, you need to start with the problem space. And when we start out, I start with a value proposition canvas because it makes you focus on the fundamental question, which is, what problem or issue am I trying to solve for my customer? In value proposition canvas terms, that's a customer job. What are they trying to get done? And why should the customer pick my company? That's differentiation. And we can solve their problems, give them gains as they're called. And again, why would they pick our company? Why would they pick this entrepreneur to help them solve their problems? And if we can't answer these fundamental questions, then are we a solution looking for a problem? Or are we just, do we just not understand why are we in business? The business model canvas is also discussed in session 1, and it's a single diagram which contains the 9 primary elements of a business plan. And it helps you think through the interactions and the relationships of each element, whether you're looking at the customer segments, the channels, the key partners, the revenue streams, whatever, you can focus on that whole model in light of what the customer's dealings are with your company. And so in session 2, we'll use the value proposition canvas in the customer discovery process. We start with a hypothesis. What the customer jobs are, what pains they're experiencing with their current solutions. And our focus isn't on our solution. In fact, we will teach you in your interview, and you shouldn't discuss your solution at all. You should be understanding what the customer's issues are, what their problems are, what their jobs are to be done. And that's really the power of this, because we're focusing not on our solution, but what they need to have, if they've got a current solution, why it isn't suiting their needs well, why it isn't really fitting the problem and addressing the issue in a more successful way. We'll talk to you about customer interviews and how to do them, techniques to elicit information without focusing on our own solutions, which is called confirmation bias. And we'll talk about analyzing that data from the interviews to test our hypothesis, a la hypothesis testing, and determine if we need to change direction or pivot. After this session, you'll be able to test your own understanding by forming a hypothesis, conducting interviews, analyzing your results, and putting together a presentation to summarize. So yes, this is an experiential workshop. In session 3, the teams will present their results, discuss the lessons learned, and gain an understanding of the next steps in your journey in building new products, creating a product line, or starting up a new business. So in a nutshell, that's basically what our workshop's all about.
Thank you, Karen. I really appreciate your overview. Thank you so much, because I hope all of you will consider signing up for the workshop, as I am sure you will take some insights away and some valuable tools you can take back to your work environment. So I hope you'll consider joining our 3-session program, December 1st, December 8th, and December 15th. Thank you.